Picture this. I hop into a Helldive all tough and confident, only to single-handedly deliver our intel straight to the enemy on a silver platter. Why? Because I've made all the mistakes. Sounds fun? I thought so. Let's break down the top 8 ways you are screwing up on those level 9 or 10 Helldive and Super Helldive missions. Brace yourselves, we're going in hot, but not in a good way. You show up to a Terminid nest with a standard sidearm or blasting at a tank with a machine gun. Classic. In other words, your weapon loadout doesn't match the enemy. Using a pistol on hulking automatons or a shotgun on armored chargers is like bringing a tennis racket to a gunfight. You barely tickle them while your team dies around you. The wrong gun means you take forever to take down threats, drawing out fights that should have been quick. Heavy enemies shrug off light weapons. Meanwhile, a properly equipped Helldiver can erase the same threat instantly. The right gun isn't just faster, it's the difference between surviving and getting stomped. Adapt your guns. If you're facing Terminids, pack something with lots of AoE or flame. For automatons, bring heavy hitters or medium to high penetration rounds. Don't assume your usual favorite will do. Some weapons are literally essential for certain foes. In short, check the map, see the enemy faction, and swap in the right weapons before you're the punchline of the mission. Oops, I left all my anti-tank and support stratagems at home. You know, calling in firebombs when you need a shield, using jump pack when you need an orbital bombardment, or worse, no turrets on a flag defense. Basically, bringing the wrong tools for the job. Stratagems are your special powers. Skipping a vital one means your team is left hanging. No shield pack against tanks, you're toast. No napalm or gas on a Terminid invasion, enjoy the free crowd of rage bugs. Also, neglecting objective tools, think turrets or jump packs in blitz missions, leaves critical tasks exposed. The game's practically begging you, put a turret here, and you ignore it until you waste 5 reinforcements. Missions fail when no one brings the right stratagems. Without sentries on defense or big guns on offense, you're just delaying a wipe. Wrong picks drag out fights and cost lives. Plan your stratagems for the threat and objective. Going bug hunting, pack flame and CC. Gas grenades, napalm barrage, maybe a sentry at choke points. Robot mission, heavy hitter stratagems like railgun or even exosuits, which doesn't really always work, but you get the idea. Plus personal shield generators. If there's a defense objective, throw down turrets or anti-tank stuff at the choke point before the announcement. And talk it over. The right call when it counts equals survival. You run in a straight line, hips forward through every patrol of Terminids or automatons on the map. Terrain, overkill. Sneaking, nah YOLO. Simply put, you path straight into trouble with no plan or cover. High-level missions spawn thick patrols. Jogging blindly through all of them triggers every single enemy at once. No cover means no escape. You get surrounded instantly, and your teammates just watch you die. Plus, splitting up to shoot 2 different bug swarms means nobody's together for the big fight, so we wipe harder. It's basic don't run headfirst at 50 enemies 101. Sprinting straight through patrols like it's a basic speedrun will light up the map and doom the squad. If you trigger multiple waves at once, the fight just becomes chaos and there's no fallback, just a fast death. Use cover, edge around enemies, and stick with your squad. If there's a huge robot or bug ahead, don't run at it guns blazing. Flank it, funnel it, peek out of cover, lure one patrol at a time, and watch your radar for the next wave. Hell, walk like you respect life. Terrain, walls, hills, and corner strafing are your friends. Use them. Staying together around the objective and controlling engagement zones turns that headlong charge into a controlled advance. You're stuck in your own bubble, shooting the nearest thing, ignoring everything else. No pings, no checking the map, and worst of all, you never alert the team. In short, you have zero situational awareness. High-level missions have more surprises, way more bug breaches, way more nests, you name it. If you don't call it or look around, the moment someone yells behind you, you'll be out of lives. Not pinging ammo, stims that you found and didn't need, or enemy positions means teammates scramble to guess your needs. Meanwhile, big targets will effortlessly flank and crush you if you're staring down your sights at nothing. Aggro management is key. If you're the decoy, at least be a useful decoy by actually seeing where the enemies go. Players who ignore the map, HUD queues, or incoming threats are dead weight. They let patrols sneak in or fail to notice flanks until it's too late. Situational awareness isn't optional, it's survival. Open your eyes and mouth. Literally, use the ping button. Ping nests, warn about patrols, mark ammo crates and objectives. Glance at your minimap constantly. The map markers for objectives or patrols can save your hide. Rotate your camera every now and then so that you're not always looking forward. You're part of the team. If you see something, let's hear it. Help each other focus fire on new threats. It's not just on you, it's on us. Your squad is stacked with exactly the same weapon or strat combo or zero utility. 4 flamethrowers, all anti-material rifles, nobody brought spears, no one's got a guard dog, nothing to break armor. It's all offensive and no support. No gear synergy or diversity. High-level missions demand role balance. If everyone is doing the same thing, you literally have a hole in your team's capabilities. 4 flamethrowers and no heavy gun? That Helldiver is about as effective as using napalm to cut through wire mesh. If everyone brings only big guns, small fry will swarm you to death. We need someone to clear crowds, someone to punch holes in armor, someone to throw in utility. Without that split of labor, waves overwhelm you and we all die while arguing who was supposed to bring the, grenade launcher. That squad wipe, all because nobody brought crowd control, just rifles and armor piercers. We got overrun by trash mobs and had zero tools for defense or utility. Without role balance, you're toast the second things get messy. Spread out the load, assign roles, tank buster, crowd clear, support, and recon. Communicate. Don't duplicate armor stripping guns more than twice. Or don't be afraid if everyone grabs something different so that you can drop something for your team later on and share what you took for the mission. Same goes for them. They take something for you, and you simply switch later on. You need balance between armor penetration and enemy clear. If your squad is more identical twins than a team, swap something out. A little variety means the difference between an easy clear and a face plan. Silence, no callouts, no plan, nobody stuck to a role. Everyone's just doing their own thing like it's a solo queue. No, I got this, or no, watch flank. In other words, no communication or coordination. This is Helldivers, folks. Chaos incarnate. If the team isn't talking, you might as well be 4 random strangers trying to invade Area 51 with BB guns. Without someone doing callouts, someone inevitably runs into the other half of the mission alone. That means isolated deaths and a wipe. Also, silent teams often forget strategic moves. For example, who stays on point. The result is 100% disorganized cluster bomb of stupidity every time. The second you lose voice comms, everything unravels. Nobody knows who has the objective. Someone triggers extraction early and chaos takes over. Meanwhile, in a run where you actually coordinate with quick callouts and basic role assignments, you steamroll it. The difference should be night and day. Open your mouth. Realize that any tiny strategy is better than none. I'll hold spawns, you do objectives. Set up someone as callouts. Maybe the most experienced or just whoever has a working headset, I don't know. Even pings can say something. Talk over the roles before you drop. And for the love of Super Earth, coordinate your extraction. Don't bail solo until everyone else is safe and ready. Communicate, coordinate, and common sense the heck up. You're treating mission critical objectives like a buffet. Activate them all at once with zero prep or cover. Or you've ignored them altogether and are chasing cows in the distance. In other words, you mismanage the mission goals. Every mission critical objective is a welcome mat for enemies. Turning on a beacon or starting up an ICBM is basically ringing the dinner bell for every Terminid or automaton in the area. If you jump the gun on it or try to juggle multiple objectives, your team immediately gets swarmed from every direction. Meanwhile, no prep means these incoming waves have free range. Bottom line, once that objective is live, everyone comes running, and if you're not ready, it's curtains. If one teammate tries to do 2 objectives at once, it splits your defense and leads to being overwhelmed on both fronts. In contrast, when you take the time to clear nests and set up turrets before starting the objective, you handle the incoming waves much more effectively. Respect objectives like radioactive goats. Do the objective when your team has cleared nearby spawns. Don't activate more than 1 at a time unless everyone agrees and is ready. For example, surround the flag objective with sentries or at least cover fire. If it is a raise flag or sabotage mission, deploy turrets, shield, and think, cover first. Don't just run towards the goal without any defense strategy. Know your mission plan. You kill nests, I defend objective. Then we press the button. You go full butt monkey at the evac zone. In plain terms, as soon as the dropship sound comes up, you freak out. You waste last minute stratagems, shoot each other, and people bail early. It's chaos, drama, then a wipe. You essentially destroy whatever good you did before the extraction. Extraction is the final hurdle. Screw it up, and the mission is lost. Sure, you do get XP, but it's way more fun to complete it properly. Hasty, uncoordinated moves mean people trip and die, or friendly fire blast every surviving Helldiver to bits. Throwing around orbital nukes at your feet to clear kills? Now that's a team kill party. Even worse, running off in a solo exodus leaves a suicidal team behind. Don't forget, the game literally won't let you leave before mission victory anyway. You can try to spacewalk out, but it's still gonna finish you off once the dust settles. Stay cool and cover each other. When extraction starts, set up turrets or shield packs near the exit, or kill off any lingering threats before running to the extraction zone. Don't spam orbitals on your teammates, hold off on nukes until everyone's on or until the last second when enemies press. And for crying out loud, exit together. Nobody leaves until the team is safe or has a safe path, and definitely don't blast off without checking on your guys. They might have a lot of samples. Think of those exit trumpets like the final boss of the level. Take it slow, pop any stims, and then fly off into the sun as a cohesive unit, not as a circus performers. And that's it. 8 ways you've been fucking giving up on Helldives. Take this as tough love from someone who's been there. If any of these points hit close to home, or if you have more to add, hit that comment section. Better yet, fix this stuff and get ready to actually win once in a while. We're all just carbon blobs with guns out here, so why not be the smartest one in the cryo tube? Now gear up, adapt, and maybe you won't suck in the next mission. Happy diving.